Here we All right. Hello, everybody. This is Renee Varnador, and you're in the middle of Soul Portal Journey Sisterhood. And this is my friend Melody. And I wanted you guys to meet her today because she's doing really, really exciting things. We were just talking about her background in spirituality, and she has learned some amazing things from some really unique people, not the ones that are out there trying to get all your money, but the ones that have really, really blossomed in their spiritual growth. And so I wanted to let you know about something that Melody is putting together that's free. That's always nice for us, for women in 50, 60, 70 and beyond, right? Because these are the best years of our lives. So I wanted you to meet Melody, because she's a nurse, okay, for 30 years. I mean, how practical can you be? So when she takes all this stuff that a lot of people do as woo, and she brings it down into very practical things that you can do in your life. And so Melody, how did you get involved with realizing that there was more to life than just going to work at a hospital and treating patients?
Yeah. Thank you. It's lovely to be here. I say to people, I've always had this sense of connection. I came into this lifetime with a sense of connection to the divine, but I grew up in the Bay Area in the 60s and 70s. And so there was a lot of activity around spirituality and new age kinds of things. And my spiritual journey took off in earnest during that time. And life came along, hit me upside of the head with a couple of 2x4s a couple of times and really knocked me down. I had a couple of hard experiences. And after those, I really began kind of questioning, what's next, what's real, what's purposeful, what am I here for? What's this all about? Those kinds of questions, which is not uncommon when we have a challenge in life, an illness challenge, a relationship challenge, a financial challenge, etc. Anyway, in my experience in working with people, that's not uncommon, that we come to looking deeper within ourselves when we've been challenged. And so that is what sent me on this journey to find a mentor who could really help me explore in a deeper way. And I did that for quite a while, spent many years as following her path and working in her mystery school, teaching others what I had learned, which was all about working with what I call our shadow, that part of us we try to hide, both the good and the bad, quote unquote, things that we would not want others to see, and things that were our light that maybe we are afraid to shine as brightly as possible. So I have deep respect for working with those blocks, those energy blocks. And in this event that I've got next Tuesday, we are going to be looking at limiting beliefs and how that holds us back, keeps us small. I call it kind of in the box of the ego. Yeah. And looking at ways that we can move past that. Using our creativity and tapping into our inner wisdom are certainly ways to move out of having limiting beliefs. And, I think that spirituality or contacting a deeper aspect of ourselves, if spirituality doesn't sound, you don't resonate with that word, is really practical. I mean, it is, it needs to be something that we use every day in our lives, that we have joy and fulfillment from having quiet time, however you might describe that for yourself, whether it's meditation, walking in nature, reading an inspirational book, journaling, some way that we quiet our mind and go within. And a lot of times our day just flows so much better when we do those kinds of things. So I think looking internally needs to be practical. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. It seems to be that a lot of us are stuck in a box during a lot of our life, and it can be scary to look at our shadow, to expand our sense of identity, be willing to look at our shadow, whether that's, the shadow of all of the stuff that we share, all the shame and guilt stuff that we all do, or whether it's like this amazing love that we are, or this wisdom that we all have, that we can all access. That can be pretty scary. How do you help people expand the sense of who they are, and by looking at their golden shadow and their icky,
Darker
ooey
shadow, yeah.
Darker shadow?
Well, my experience, both personally and working with many women going through those kind of processes, is that there is incredible energy, power, and joy on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And so that, and because we are really wired to grow,
Mhm.
and we're wired to be creative. And when something has kept us from growing and from being our full creative selves, we can stay in those parameters for a while. But there comes a point in all of our lives when the urge to move forward is greater than the fear of not doing anything. And that's what I help people to see, that actually it's not all that scary to look at our shadow. And it frequently feels like this incredible weight just got lifted off our shoulders, because we actually took time to kind of look under the covers and see what was there. But it's not, I don't think that the spiritual path is all about negativity and darkness either. There's incredible fulfillment and upliftment and expansion and joy and light and really sense of fulfillment too. I think it's important for people to know that there's really nothing that can't be healed. If somebody like Viktor Frankl can go through what he went through during World War II in the concentration camps and write and go on to still practice psychiatry, see clients, and write a book like he wrote, The Search for Meaning, or Man's Search for Meaning.
Yeah.
And other people like him who've had horrific experiences but make it through to the other side, that there's really nothing we can't heal.
Beautiful. Okay, so you convinced me to show up on Tuesday. So let's find out, what time on Tuesday are we showing up for this, Melody?
So the workshop title is Who Am I Now?
Mhm.
I really am recognizing that there are many of us that are in some sort of a life transition. So the question is, who am I now? 3 steps to rediscovering yourself. And it's Tuesday, December 6th, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, in the Facebook group Women's Soul Circle Empowering Women. And we'll put links when we get done with this. Yeah, we will. It's a free workshop. It's about an hour. So from 2 to 2:45, 3-ish. Yeah.
Okay. That's often. Yeah. So I'll put the link to Melody's Facebook group, and you should join that anyway, because it's really a good group. She does videos all the time in it. So definitely get in there and don't just like go to see this one free thing. Join the group because there's a lot of good things happening all the time. But this is like even more special. And she's like really putting more of her beautiful wisdom into it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday next week at 2 Pacific, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's December 6th. And yeah, because we don't want to be stuck in little boxes in limiting beliefs, because we don't like, okay, here's a box, right? Do we want to be in here or do we want to go out there? Look at all that. That's like the ocean. That's like incredible. So we can any closing words to these people that are going to be showing up?
Sure. Well, again, the workshop title is Who Am I Now? 3 Keys to Rediscovering Yourself. We're going to be looking at letting go of limiting beliefs, opening up to our creativity, and how do we confidently share our wisdom moving forward.
There you go. Because it's like, yeah, I have this wisdom. Do I really want to share it? So you're actually going to help us share it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Looking how those all tie together. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you for spending time with us here and sharing your wisdom with our group. And we always like hearing about what other people are doing so that we don't feel so alone when we go out there and try to share our wisdom. So you're going to help us with that, right?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.